Yes, good day. We're here to do some employee self-service training in preparation for our first payroll that you'll be submitting in about a week, where you will be submitting your time electronically. Today, Teres and I are going to be covering a bunch of different topics. We've got 3 different videos we're doing for you. This is video 1 of 3. And this first video, we're going to talk about logging in to the employee self-service. We're going to be talking about checking our accrual and leave balances. We're going to be talking about entering your time into ESS. We'll be talking about how you submit your time. We're going to talk about how you correct any errors should you make any errors when you enter your time. The most difficult part of employee self-service or ESS is logging in. Things that you should remember are that your password does not expire. You can change your password, but please wait until the first few payrolls have gone through. That way we have your password and you have your password in case something goes wrong with the submission of your time, you have problems.
Because we can help you by logging in
All right.
using your information.
Do not share your user ID or password with anybody else. Also, do not program your browser to save or cache your password. We want you to log in with the user ID and password each time. So this program has been tested on every device or operating system in the district. So if you got a computer, we've already tested it on it, and we can make sure that it works properly.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to log into employee self-service. I've given you a copy of the web address, and this is the web address to type in. The top of the bar is https://ledger.muniselfservice. That's all one word, muniselfservice.com. And then hit enter. And you should come up with this website.
And you want to go to the red link in the upper right-hand corner that says log in.
And don't be stupid like me and forget your password.
Your password's on the sheets that you've handed out to you today. So it's first initial, last name, and then your employee number.
For most of you, or for all of you, your password's going to be the last 4 of your social. Mine's different because I've been doing this for a while.
So again, we ask you leave the 4 digits of your social as your password to start. We can always change it in the future. We want to make sure the first couple of weeks go smoothly.
Okay. So we're in here, as you can see, and we want to go to employee self-service.
So we're sort of taking on a grand tour here. So Teres, tell us a little bit about employee self-service screen.
So here on this self-service screen, if we had to do an announcement, we can put one in, but right now that's not activated. If you view your profile, there's personal information, but you can't change anything. So really at this time. So right now, if you want to go to the time off.
All right, let's go. Let's review this and just make sure we're going to hit the right highlights here. So once you've logged in, we want to be able to know that you can check your accrual and leave balances. These balances are posted on the employee self-service tab. Earned time is posted on the first working day of the month. So like vacation and sick time is earned. Personal time is not earned, I believe. Use time is posted bi-weekly as part of the payroll process. So as you use sick or vacation time, you will see it when you put your time in. It'll happen automatically as part of the time electronics employee self-service process. Supervisors have the ability to see your available balances. So before you take time off, or say you're going to take time off, make sure you have it here in the system, because your supervisor can also check in advance of you saying, hey, I've got a sick day or vacation day, and they can make sure that you have it before you take it.
Right, because we're not going to let you go into a negative balance.
So the other piece of it is that paycheck stubs are also available on this tab. So let's go back to the employee self-service screen and walk us through these, Teres.
So as you can see here, these are your current balances under the tab on the column closest to where it says vacation time and whatever. So you can see I have vacation, sick, personal, floating holiday, and school holidays, and that's what I have left. Now you can hit that.
Mhm. So it tabs between two pieces of information. If you click on current balances, it will show you current balances. The difference between current and projected time is what is entered on a monthly basis, whereas personal and holidays are posted to your accruals at the beginning of each year.
Okay, which is good. And so here, this you click or hit show time off request. Now this is for the current calendar year.
Yep, that J is for January 2018.
And if you go here and click on this, it shows you that I took January 4th off sick.
So you can always go back to remember when you took certain days off, and if there's a discrepancy, bring it up sooner rather than later, so we can make sure it's reflected properly in your time.
Right. And then you can see down here, like he said, then you see where I put my holiday in. Blue is for your vacation time. That's what this holiday or this light blue. It was pink at one time. Then the darker blue at the top is the vacation, and those boxes are all the same colors on this little line chart.
Gotcha. We're possibly activating, if you scroll down a little bit more, this is where you can see your tabs for your pay stubs. So if you click on details next to a pay stub, we're not going to click on it because it's going to give you some personally identifying information for Teresa, so we won't do it. But as you scroll down below your time off, you can see where you can click and take a look at your last paycheck. You also get your paycheck stubs emailed to you. So these two things should be the same, but if for some reason you delete that email per se, you have your last 5.
And this is good for those who, if you're having to, like if you have to go get a mortgage or something and you need to get some checks for a couple of weeks back, here's where you can get them rather than calling us and asking for them.
And then the final piece of it is that if everything goes well within our W-2 processing, you should be able to click on view last year's W-2 to be able to, in case you lose a W-2, you'll always receive a printed copy from us. But just in case you wanted another copy or a second copy for your accountant or friend or whoever you would want to share your W-2 with.
And this is, again, if you were doing a mortgage and they ask for that, you'd be able to get this information for yourself. And at this time, we don't have W-4 information is available, but we hope to roll that out possibly later this year.
All right, so let's go back to our slide to work on entering time. So if we take a look at our next step is entering time in employee self-service. So we'll cover that in our second video. So look forward to entering time in ESS.